Luke now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pass midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they challenge him. Can't get to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position, right?
My old position, anyone on defense. This is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Well, his offense is rolling. Nolan Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls. But only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking deep here for Flores.
Oh, my goodness.
To win, a team that values competing, and a team that's bought it. Coach, you're a player and a very great one, and you're right, SEC Player of the Year, All-American, the whole shebang at Kentucky. Really shows a ton of pride and a legacy that I got to leave there, and in the work that I got to put in.
You can just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to the ground. He was flush from the pocket. A lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball gets up, he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
On his loop for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense.
More like the 50, almost 35. Did it make it to?
We mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Again with Barkley on second down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The sack there by Roquan Smith. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Going for that first.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Oh, he's gonna be down here!
And they turn it over.
Did you fuck ass?
Unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Second and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Looking. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. Luke now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Y'all got to pause my tape. ain't talk about basic. Hold up. We might have more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch on my head. Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more.
Get this point.
Don't feel no more.
Make that kick. Vamos por esos puntos, vamos. He can make that in his sleep. Come on, kick it.
Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Hurts to throw. Man on the left side is Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down, Eagles.
Now Hurts changing up the play. As Smith in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Ready?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
13.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Luke for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Runs over, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Good, set.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
You know, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Henry again on second down. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 31, Hurts. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 69 yards. And the Eagles are tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And across the midfield, straight into Eagle territory. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Report. 13.
Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage. And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson to throw. Well, that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name